Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. COVID-19 cases on the rise in Nagaland with majority cases reported from Kohima and Dimapur. Election Commission asks political parties to observe COVID-19 guidelines in all seriousness. Centre says homeopathy is playing an important role in fulfilling the health care requirement. And Teeka Utsav vaccine festival is being organized across the country from tomorrow to fight against the surging COVID-19 cases. As the number of COVID cases are on the rise again, we appeal to our listeners not to lower the guard, follow all the precautions, and all those above 45 years to get vaccinated without any hesitation. Stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, focus on hand and face hygiene, and maintain a distance of 2 yards for social distancing. Now the news in detail. Nagaland today reported 12 fresh COVID-19 positive cases, taking the total detection to 12,400. State Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangyapam informed that 7 fresh cases were reported from Dimapur, 4 from Kohima and 1 from Magukchung. With this, the total active cases in the state has increased to 157. The minister further informed that 2 positive patients from Kohima have recovered. The total recovery in the state is 11,990. Meanwhile, Nagaland Health and Family Welfare Department, in its weekly COVID-19 bulletin today, informed that sample positivity rate in the state is high at 9%. With 130 cases, Kohima currently has the highest concentration of active cases, which is followed by Dimapur with 26 active cases. The department informed that the maximum COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in a single week was recorded last week with 19,216 doses administered. A total of 1,08,565 doses of vaccine have been administered in the state, out of which 80,278 have received the first dose and 28,287 received the second dose. Health Department said a total of 81 COVID deaths have been recorded in the state so far. Election Commission has asked political parties to observe COVID-19 guidelines in all seriousness, saying in cases of breach, it will not hesitate in banning public meetings and rallies of the defaulting leaders. The Commission has taken a serious view of the laxity in maintaining norms, particularly not wearing masks and not keeping social distance by political leaders on stage in the ongoing elections. In a letter to leaders of all national and state political parties, the Commission said the instances of election campaigns came to its notice when norms of social distancing, wearing masks and others have floated. The poll panel said by doing so the political parties and candidates are exposing themselves as well as the public to the grave danger of infection. It added that political leaders, campaigners and candidates are expected to be torch-bearers for the campaign against COVID-19, and they should not only follow the guidelines but also exhort people attending election events to follow COVID protocols. It has urged the leaders to demonstrate by personal example and nudge all supporters at the beginning of the rallies and meetings to wear masks, use sanitizers, and also put in place crowd control measures. Union Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan has said Ayush system of medicines were used in COVID-19 in an integrative manner in designated COVID treatment centers, which showed an impressive result. Addressing a conference on homeopathy, roadmap for integrative medicine in New Delhi today, Dr. Vardhan said that homeopathy is playing an important role in fulfilling the health care requirement in the country with its integration with modern medicines. The minister expressed satisfaction that widely popular homeopathy is progressing on the basis of systematic and comprehensive research as a system of medicine. He said National Health Policy of India recognizes the need to nurture Ayush system of medicines through the development of infrastructural facilities, improving quality control of drugs, and capacity building of institutions. Central Council for Research in Homeopathy under the Ministry of Ayush is organizing a 2-day conference on homeopathy to commemorate birth anniversary of Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, the founder of Homoeopathy. Teeka Utsav Vaccine Festival is being organized across the country from tomorrow to fight against the surging COVID-19 cases. The mass vaccination program will be conducted till 14th of this month. AIR correspondent reports that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called for a mass vaccination program from tomorrow till 14th of this month and observe it as a vaccination festival. Modi urged the youth to come forward and help senior citizens and others who need help to register for COVID vaccination. All eligible persons can register and book an appointment with the help of CoWIN portal and Arogya Setu app. On-site registration facility is also available. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on our YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. Over 145,000 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the country. In the last 24 hours, over 77,000 people have been discharged, while 794 died due to COVID. The number of total cases reached to over 1 crore 32 lakh. More than 9 crore 80 lakh 75,000 vaccinations have been done so far in the country. 10 states, including Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat and Rajasthan, have shown a rise in the COVID daily new cases. Over 83% of the new cases are reported from these 10 states. No fresh case of COVID-19 have been reported in the last 7 days in 149 districts, while 8 districts reported no new case in the last 14 days. There are 3 districts where no fresh case of coronavirus has been witnessed in the last 21 days, and also in the last 28 days, 63 districts reported no new case of infection. Polling for the 4th phase of assembly elections in West Bengal was held today. The average voter turnout was registered at 76.16% till 5:30 p.m. The polling, which began at 7 a.m., was conducted till 6:30 p.m. in the 44 assembly constituencies in the 4th phase. The state is witnessing 8-phase elections. Meanwhile, 5 persons have died in 2 separate incidents at Cooch Behar district of West Bengal today during polling. The Election Commission of India has adjourned voting at polling station number 126 at Sitalkuchi Assembly seat. Meanwhile, campaigning is in full swing for the 5th phase of assembly elections in West Bengal, along with by-polls in different states. Top leaders of various political parties are crisscrossing the poll-bound constituencies in West Bengal. Kifre Battalion of Assam Rifles, under the aegis of Headquarters Inspector General Assam Rifles North, organised a free veterinary checkup and medical camp at Kifre Town today as part of Operation Sat Bhavana Project 2021. Villagers from the border town of Kifre and the surrounding villages under Kifre district attended the camp. Assam Rifles said medicines for a total of 1,372 poultry and 260 domestic animals were distributed during the camp. A total of 52 dogs were treated for diseases. In addition, regular medical checkup and medicines were given to a total of 15 villagers. The camp was conducted in collaboration with Mobile Field Veterinary Hospital Rangabahar and veterinary doctor and staff from Kifre District Veterinary Hospital. India's cumulative COVID-19 vaccination coverage is nearing landmark achievement of 10 crore mark. Health and Family Welfare Ministry informed that over 9 crore 80 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have already been administered across the country. Over 34 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been inoculated in the last 24 hours. The ministry informed that maximum number of over 1,45,000 new cases have been reported in the country in the last 24 hours, taking the total positive cases to over 1 crore 32 lakh. This is the highest number of cases since the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic in the country. A total of 794 deaths have been reported in the country within 1 day, taking the toll to over 1,68,000 across the country. And now 20 news. Here are the main points again. COVID-19 cases on the rise in Nagaland, with majority cases reported from Kohima and Dimapur. Election Commission asks political parties to observe COVID-19 guidelines in all seriousness. Centre says homeopathy is playing an important role in fulfilling the health care requirement. And Teeka Utsav vaccine festival is being organized across the country from tomorrow to fight against the surging COVID-19 cases. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.